Right.
Mr Deputy Speaker, thanks very much. So we're back in lockdown again, and 2021 is looking a lot like 2020. The difference, and the reason why I supported it last week, is that we finally had the ultimate release from lockdown and release in the form of the vaccine. I want to warmly welcome the vaccine delivery plan published yesterday. It seems that we're off to a good start with 2.3 million people vaccinated. That's great. There's no question we'll see problems. Supply, to quote the vaccine minister, is going to be lumpy. That is creating difficulties. We've begun well in my Winchester constituency, but it's hugely frustrating to see a raft of appointments made for this week having to be postponed today because of problems of supply. We can't duck the fact that that's hurt public confidence, and I would ask the Minister responding today to just set out for the House exactly, because I keep being asked this, where the supply falls down at this early stage. Is it manufacture? Is it the settling process? What exactly is it? I'm told deliveries for next week look much better. We've got a lot of AstraZeneca vaccine coming into the county, so I hope that the Minister can help us correct this, get these appointments made and carried out as soon as possible. Now, it remains my belief, Mr Deputy Speaker, that these horrible restrictions on our lives cannot be in place a day longer than required, and to be clear, they are currently required. So alongside the published vaccine delivery plan and daily figures on how we're getting COVID done, we must give the public some hope. As the Secretary of State said last night at the press conference, over 88% of those likely to get seriously unwell and sadly die reside within the top 4 priority vaccine groups. My view is that given the only metric that really counts, and the reason why public support for the lockdown is so high is the desire to prevent the NHS from being overwhelmed, logic would dictate that once that threat has gone away, we can start to lift restrictions. We need clear heads, Mr Deputy Speaker, if we're going to do this. COVID is not a conspiracy and it is not a hoax. We were right to take it seriously last spring and since, but we're equally right, I think, to demand a plan that dismantles the most draconian of laws on our constituents in lockstep with the vaccination programme. So when we've vaccinated the highest risk groups, what will we do? And when we've completed phase 1 by vaccinating all those with above average risk in late March, what will we then do? I think, put another way, Mr Deputy Speaker, how does success in vaccine delivery translate into a return to normal? What is the exit strategy? I think the public have put up with an awful lot. The vast majority of them have done exactly what we asked. They need hope. They need to see a path out of this, and then we can attempt to make sure that 2021 really isn't the new 2020. Thank you very much.
Video link.